Hello everyone, welcome back to video 2 after the almost 2-week drought of content here. This one is going to be a little bit different because this is reacting to the pre-debut single for the group Vcha, I think I'm pronouncing that right, from the A2K survival show that JYP did with Republic Records. So, this group, if you're not familiar with the show, took American Girls, or at least half American Girls. There were some that were like part Korean, part American. Some that were like, there was a Latina girl on the show. Anyway, the point is, took generally American girls and put them through a K-pop training process to make a K-pop group with Western girls. There's been some misconception that I've seen on Twitter over the past day or two, talking about how this was supposed to be an American group. That like I don't know where their head was at, but no, like this was designed to be a group for Koreans made up of Westerners, not a group of Americans that were like, I don't know, I don't know how to phrase it, but the opposite of what people were saying it was. Whatever. Anyway, the point is, we're going to check out the single. Now, here's the thing. If you watched the show, the final episode, they had two different groups. There were 8 girls left on the final episode, and there were 2 teams of 4 that performed the song against each other, so to speak, and that way the judges could kind of see the girls' charms and how they compared. So this is that same song. So I actually have heard the song because I watched the show, but what I have not seen is the group that they selected performing together, and I have not seen the music video for it. So that's what we're going to check out here. I'm looking forward to it because I like all the girls that made the group. There's actually one girl I do wish had made the group, Gina de Bashir, I think is how you say her name. She did not make it. She was actually a former JYP trainee. She's only 13, but she was really good. Problem is, she never could grow to express herself in the songs, and so they didn't feel like she was gonna be an asset to the group per se. I think she would have been, but she did need more work, like developing that acting skill part of it and letting herself focus less on the skill and more of the feeling. So let's check out Y.O.Universe. Oh, and by the way, Vcha, for those who didn't watch the show, probably don't know what the hell the name is for. Apparently, JYP is very proud that he came up with this name, and it means illuminate in Korean, and it's the English spelling of that word. So, and his rationale was that all these girls came from different backgrounds, and they're illuminating the way, they're lighting the way for potential other girls to come and be K-pop stars this in similar ways that they did. They're kind of trailblazers, so that's why he was so proud of this name. It is cool. What I don't like is that you have to explain it for anyone to understand it. So I don't know. We'll see how the marketing goes with it. But let's head over. Also, I heard they did this song on M Countdown, which is crazy. Like they're already performing on Countdown, and wow. All right. I think I've got subtitles on. I know they're singing in English, but I'm going to put them on for those of you who may not be fluent in English so that you can actually read the subtitles of the song as well. So they're all in like a science class here.
Thinking about you and me, looking up down the street. We don't know much, but here we are. Suitcase full of our dreams, watching the stars go by. Yeah, yeah. Crazy when you think about it. Underneath these lights, we're drowning.
I love KG's vocal color.
Think of our best friends on
This is actually a really cool video if you know their stories. I'll explain. I love this little girl right here.
Slow it down, you don't gotta go fast. Just follow the beat of your heart. Boom, boom, bass drum with the claps. Don't forget we are who we are.
Lexi, or Lexus, is one of my favorites too. The girl that finished that rap verse.
Are who we are. Do you feel special? Do you feel replaceable? You hear that voice inside your head. It's saying here you are. It's your time, time to shine. On and on and on and on. There's one Y.O.U. in the universe. Don't be scared, let 'em stare. Show 'em what you're worth. There's no one just like you in the universe. No regrets, go and get all that you deserve.
That's cool. I like the video. Pre-debut single. What? Alright, so we're getting a little credit roll of the girls. All of this is going by too fast. I saw something I want to point out in the second listen. Oh, now you want to slow down. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. You couldn't have gone slow enough for me to read some of that to begin with. Okay. I'm not going to hit play yet, but first impression, the video was actually so well done because it doesn't look like anything special if you're not attached to the girls and you didn't watch the show. But if you watch the show, each girl in their like little member shine moments where it's just them on the screen doing something, whether it's art, auditioning, ballet, whatever, that is focusing on that individual girl's backstory. And so again, that's not something you know if you didn't watch the show. But Camila, who we're going to look at first here in this classroom scene, was, I believe she was in college studying to, I forget what her major was going to be. So showing her here, kind of in this classroom setting, kind of struggling. Kendall, she was the one that was doing the painting. She loves to do art and crafts and stuff like that. So that's kind of what she was doing. Kaylee, the young one, the one where I said I love this little girl, that's our Macne. She's 13. So there's some viable concerns there from potential fans that a girl that young shouldn't be debuting, because especially from a Western audience, because Americans are far less tolerant of that kind of strict trainee system that and the K-pop idol lifestyle that she'll have to go through than Koreans are. That being said, Baby Monster has a 13-year-old. Chiquita is 13, debuting in that group. But the double standards are insane. I don't see anybody complaining about her. But now, in fairness, before I get roasted here, there were people that were initially concerned about her, but she, for now, until they debut and anything comes up, she has kind of dispelled some of those fears. My hope is that Kaylee can do the same, because if you watch the show, you saw how special Kaylee is. Like, does she need work? Obviously, she's 13. But her vocals are some of the most stable of everyone in the group. And she obviously brings a very young, bubbly energy to the group. She's very positive most of the time. So I think she's going to be a fantastic K-pop matinee. Um, uh, we'll go through it and I'll show you their backstories as we get there. But I started talking about her because you see in her scenes, like she was auditioning in front of judges, and that's what she had tried auditioning to be a trainee multiple times and kept getting turned down. So, all right, let's watch it again. And by the way, in case you, I normally spend part of the second watch doing a breakdown of the lyrics. There's not much in the sense of breaking down here, but the message is that you're very unique. You're the only one of you in all of the universe. Get it? Y.O.Universe. Yeah. It's cheesy, but I mean, first off, what do you expect from a group that's got a 13-year-old in it? And second off, even though it might be cheesy, it's still a good message. So, hey, I'm here for it. Celebrate that individuality. ITZY is famous for their songs about celebrating themselves and their individuality. Yeah, they might have a little bit more of a mature sound and theme to the song, but it's still the same message. So I have no qualms with the type of song. I did see some comments where people were like, oh, this sounds like Kids Bop. Like, honestly, Kids Bop could never. So let's be real here. But let's watch it again. All right, so because I'm not uniquely qualified, obviously, but I did watch the show. A lot of times when we're doing these debut groups, I don't know the names of the members. Since I do know the names of the members, I'll point them out to you in case you didn't watch the show, especially because I guess you're probably not watching this video unless you did watch the show, though, because most people aren't even curious about this group unless they did follow the show, but whatever. All right, so this is Camila. She was kind of like the front runner, the star of the show for the majority of the evaluations. This is Lexi, and from what I heard, I'm not positive, and I don't know how to pronounce it, but she's an ethnicity called Hmong, Hmong, and she's the first girl to debut from that ethnicity, I believe, in the K-pop industry. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I know I saw a bunch of people cheering her on because they felt represented by her. This is Savannah over here, the one with the curly hair. This is KG. This is Kendall, the one that I showed you was painting earlier, and this is our little our matinee here, Kaylee.
Thinking about you and me, looking up down the street. We don't know much, but here we are. Suitcase full of our dreams, watching the stars go by. Yeah, yeah. Crazy.
So I made a comment on one of the episodes. Hold on. You see how she's playing guitar? KG, basically was trying to teach herself how to play guitar, and she was doing that throughout a few different performances, especially the solo evaluations. The first episode where they've made it to Korea, the girls who survived the elimination process up front, all the other girls did a performance where they had to sing and dance. KG only did a song where she had to sing and she was playing guitar with it. And I was very critical of that decision. Still am. I mean, it worked out for her in the end, so good for her. And I really enjoy her, and her vocals are great, so I'm happy she's in the group. But thinking on just that performance, I thought it was a very poor decision to do a song where you're only singing, and you're singing, I think, she was singing Blue from Leanne Rimes, which is a country song. So to sing a country song with a guitar and do no dancing on a show where you're trying to make a K-pop group, you're almost never going to even touch a guitar unless you have a solo performance. And you're certainly not doing country music. And you need to be able to dance and show your improvement. I thought it was a very poor decision for her. It worked out again, but that was my impression. And the reason I mention all that is because this shot right here proves me wrong right away. Like, already, first music video, she's holding a guitar, playing it for the music video. So, good for her. I told you I'd point out their backstories too. So, KG is a singer-songwriter, and she's written a few of her own songs. And this is kind of showing, like, her struggle. Like, playing her own songs on the street, you know, trying to get attention, trying to get money, that kind of thing. So here's Kendall, and one of the reasons why she made the group is because she was like the best actress. She was the one out of all the girls who was best able to channel the feeling of a song with her facial expressions and her dance. Her vocals are not as fantastic. She does have a cute, unique color to her voice, but that's not her strength. And neither is the dance, although I think she's better at dancing than singing. But her facial expressions and her conveying of the feeling in a song that's the biggest reason why she was selected. That, and JYP had coaches also doing character evaluations, and she was one of the top vote getters for her character on the show as well. And here's Kaylee doing her auditions. Savannah was a gymnast. And then this line right here is just sad. Like, do you feel special? No. Do you feel replaceable? Yeah. But then it comes into, this is like singing about that self-doubt. And then as it hits the chorus, like there's only one Y.O.U in the universe, or I think that's how the line went. The point is, the chorus kind of answers the self-doubt, which I do enjoy. JYP co-wrote this song. I forget who he said he produced it with. Lexi was a ballerina. By the way, JYP was right about her in the sense that, oh, and by the way, she's wearing my lucky number, so shout out to KG. But if you watched the show, and you, especially from the very beginning, you saw this girl could not dance her way out of a paper bag. But with just the short amount of training, she doesn't look out of place. She may not be the best dancer in the group, but she doesn't look out of place dancing in the group. She has improved so much with her dance, so I'm super proud of her. And then Kaylee is just so energetic. I love her. Am I nervous that she might get thrown to the wolves in this K-pop system? A little bit, yeah. But I have such high hopes for her. With Kaylee, I was hoping if she didn't make the final group, I was hoping that like JYP would kind of pull her off to the side and be like, hey, you're going to come be a trainee. Like, maybe you're not right for this group, but you're going to be in a group someday. But I'm glad that she was able to make this one.
Just follow the beat of your heart. Boom, boom, bass drum with the claps. Don't forget we are who we are. Already know. We know.
Now they're all going through their self-doubt. No one's supporting KG. Camila was struggling with the class. Lexi was cramping up and feeling not good enough with her dance. Later on, we see Savannah falling off the balance beam. We see Kaylee not making it at the audition. Kendall being upset with her art. It's just really well done with this video, showing and highlighting each member. And that right there, that facial expression is just exactly what I was talking about earlier. Like, it's such a small thing, but it means so much in the context of this scene.
Do you feel special? Do you feel replaceable? You hear that voice inside your head. It's saying, here you are.
And now all of our friends are here. Yay! Just rain out of nowhere. Very nice ending pose there. Lexi, Camila, artist, Vcha, executive. Wait, what? JY, the Asian soul? I'm not calling you that. I'll call you JY Poppy. I'm not calling you the Asian soul. You're either JY Poppy, JYP, or JY Park. That's it. Them's your three choices. You do not. Nope. All right. Anyway, there's Kendall, KG, Kaylee. I think I missed one when I was obsessed with this man calling himself the Asian soul. Lord. Alright guys, that was the reaction to Vcha Y.O.Universe. I didn't actually think the reaction was going to be this long of a video, but there were just extra pieces of information because I watched the show and some of you may not have that I thought you might appreciate having thrown in there. So I apologize if I talked way too much in this one, but hey, at least now you don't necessarily have to go catch up on their backstories, right? 2 for 1. But anyway, thanks for checking this one out, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell to enable your notifications to see when future content goes live. And I will be trying to get to some of your requests either today or tomorrow. I know I've got like 20 requests or more in the queue, so I'm going to try to make my way through them. And then next week, we've not got new content from Ive and Kepler, so looking forward to those as well. So again, thanks everybody for checking this one out, and until the next time, take care everyone.